Hi, guys. This is Daniel Alexander Cannon here on the Supernatural Show again today with my lovely host, Shannon with Soul 7. And we're both about wore out, but we're still going to do a show. And I'll explain here in a minute why we're kind of wore out, a little tired, but well, just been working really hard, uh, on research related to. Most of you know what it's related to. And yeah, so we just got finished doing a Beyond the Veil uh, video. I think it was about 2 hours long, doing research with a gentleman named Scott that is a seer. And it was really a really awesome session of research. What we're trying to do is create or provide a lot of content that normally y'all guys don't get to see normally, and we're going to be posting it on the website in the Beyond the Veil group. It's a unique group on the website where you we're putting in extra effort to record the work that we're doing together with other people behind the scenes that y'all guys don't normally never ever see. But you're going to have the option to be able to see it if you choose to join the Beyond the Veil group, which is on the website, TheSupernatural.Show. And we've got a good show for you today. We're going to take you through and show you some things, but I'm going to check in with Shannon real quick and see what in the supernatural was going on.
Well, like you said, just getting into research and things, and it's
What was
been.
that? What was that thing you were talking about a while ago about a jet going down?
Oh, yes, there was a jet that went down. Well, it's missing supposedly. The last 16 hours or so, but they're shutting down airspace for that particular type of jet, trying to find it. The pilot was found and is at the hospital, but this jet hasn't been found.
Yeah, I was reading on a little bit too. It's actually went down in South Carolina, the county one over from where I'm at. I'm right on the coast, and it's one over, and it's an F-35 Lightning. The Lightning went down. I found kind of interesting symbolically, and they grounded all the F-35 Lightnings for 2 days, and they this just this breaking news in the last hour, literally, and they said the pilot ejected and they lost the jet. It kept flying on its own and without the pilot in it, and they don't know where it went. And they're looking at three different lakes and another area that's a small town west of here. And I can't just imagine how I mean, they can put a GPS on a car and repo it right out of your yard and find it, or if you got it hid down the street, they can find it. But they lost $1 billion jet.
Well, if
That,
it's and
that's
it's
super, that's
flying,
super cool.
it's still flying by itself or flew by itself. That sounds to me like someone might be operating it, maybe hijacked. So
Yeah,
we'll
you would
see.
think that those jets would have the ability to be flown like a drone as well. Why would they not build that technology in for unique situations and stuff? So, where is the lightning? And because they're literally asking the public to call in if they have seen the jet or know where it's at, and they're saying they think it hit the water. So the lightning has went down and hit the water symbolically, which I find a little interesting. So yeah, so we might check back on that story here a little bit before the show is over with and see if there's any new information out there. Yeah, if they could see a dime from 100,000 feet, then yeah, exactly. That's what.
Right. Hmm.
we're going to be telling a story today, and I'm going to go through the list here in just a second. But Supernatural True Story by one of y'all guys. Actually, it's Marie and Jose that submitted a story. And if y'all guys submitted a story and it hasn't been read on air yet, realize that I'm just a little behind. So give me just give us a little time, and we're going to get through all of them. All of your stories will be told. And also, I wanted to say too, some of the automations that I have set up on the website, like if you submit a story and you say you're willing to tell it on air and come in the studio with us, and when you select that box, it automatically sends you an email and tells you some details about coming on the show and gives you some instructions. And well, I don't have my systems ironed out quite well enough yet. So if I haven't contacted you back, please forgive me. Know that I will be in touch with you. And if I scheduled you for a date and I missed it or something, I apologize. I'm still getting organized and running this show, and it's so much work that I feel like it's just a lot of work, guys.
Well, in all fairness, too, there's been so many new developments happening that God has put our focus on too, and it's not like we're putting anybody off. It's God's tugging on our coattails, saying, "Pay attention, because big events are about to go down." And I know everyone feels it, so we're not putting off anything. We're just getting the right information to you as the Holy Spirit brings it to us. And it takes time and effort to really hone in on all the fine details.
Right. Yes. Because sometimes, we'll just stop everything and run in a certain direction because of something that's going on or something that we see that we are concerned about. And, not as much like that jet story going down, but things happen. This is everything's in motion, and it's going to get more chaotic. And so we're just going to do the best we can. And I'm sure you guys understand and will work with us on that. So, there's that. Now, let me go ahead and pull up our show list here, which is just talking about that we have a supernatural story. And of course, y'all guys can submit your stories on the website as well. All it has to be is true and have some element of supernatural, meaning how did that happen, or what was that, or all those kind of things. And we want to invite you, which you're going to find out here in a second, to start uploading your photos and videos of things that you find to be highly interesting, highly suspect, or highly supernatural onto the website, which we're going to go to here in just a minute. So, we're going to be telling Marie and Jose's story. It's called, I named it The Supernatural Nurse Rose. Yeah, The Supernatural Nurse Rose. And we're going to do another giveaway today, since Shannon won the one yesterday. Yesterday. Another 100 hearts on the TheSupernatural.Show website, which 100 hearts on the website is worth about $50. So you could there's a class on there, like a supernatural class, and a lot of you already have 50 points, and you could get the Symbolism class, this one right here. You could get that with those points that you've already got for free. And I've got to make one little adjustment on there. I'll try to do that after the show today to make it where you could use those points. Like whoever wins this could get 2 hours. An hour, 2 hours with me discussing and explaining symbolism, of how symbolism rules the world. I'm going to be doing classes on that. So I hope y'all guys do that. And join in on understanding and gaining the knowledge we need in order to be able to make our way through this dark world. So, so there's all that. So let me see that I have yes, the website picks of the day. And I've got there, see the Supernatural Show website. So let's jump over. Let me share my screen itself. let's jump over to the website and I'll show you where basically this is done at. Now, of course, you can post in the discussion groups, you can post photos and videos and stuff, and I would definitely encourage that. But there's also a page here called a shared gallery, which you can come in, and if there's not a gallery that fits the description of what you're wanting to upload, you can create your own gallery and share it with everybody. And we're going to take a look at some of the photos that have been being uploaded on here. And yeah, like we've got somebody who has uploaded some seemingly supernatural black smoke rings that come out of nowhere. And Tracy Patterson uploaded this. And as you can see here, there's like a smoke ring that she caught. Looks like she might have pulled over and took a couple of pictures of it. Here's another image. I appreciate you, Tracy, for uploading these photos. I think what I'm going to do, let me make myself a note. I think what I'm going to do is every time y'all guys upload a photo, I'm going to give you some hearts on the website. That's money, basically, on the website. Let me make myself a little note here. Add hearts for photo uploads. Yep. And also videos as well. Yeah, videos. So there we go. All right, lay that there. I can take care of that here in a little bit. So that way you'll get a reward for uploading, and you can spend that reward right on the website on things that I'll be doing and offering and things like that. So I hope y'all guys join in on that. Let's take a look at this one. And I think I'm going to take this if I can. Let's see here. No, it won't let me do that. Oh, and you can even download the photos if you want to, or share them. So if you come here and you look at them, or you can comment as well on the photos and heart them, and show that you like the photo, or if you have any comments about it, you can click on comments and add it in there. Let's see. Somebody says, I just came in from the outside and a black smoking object went across the sky. It was pretty cool. Looked more like a black line than a plane. Where are you at, Cosmic Dumpster? Are you in South Carolina? Shannon, will you watch that?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if we got any other photos right in here. We don't. The black circles in the sky. Did you happen to get any photos, Cosmic Dumpster? I would like to see them if you did. If you could upload them on the website, I would greatly appreciate it. We've got, let's look at these photos that were taken of sun and moon. Of course, this is one I uploaded, which we're all familiar, or should be familiar somewhat, with this image, because this is the image that it is said by the Chinese astronomers that was shown in the heavens on the day that Christ was resurrected. They said it was a rainbow that encircled the sun. And we're all familiar with what's called sundogs, but this is what they call a full sun halo. So it said when Christ was resurrected that one of these showed itself, and I don't know how many people saw it, if it was just the Chinese or who saw it or what, because I wasn't there and you weren't either. And of course, if you notice and look at this photo, it is the image of an eye. This is an eyelid up here. You've got the pupil is the sun itself. This other rainbow going around is the iris, and the corners of the eye are over here on each side, on the far side. It is literally a supernatural eye. My question is, because the moon does this same thing, and we have two orbs in our head, my question is, whose eye is this? And I hope to be able to discern that one day and know whose eye that is. We've got some as well here that Shannon uploaded. This is of the moon, Shannon?
That was of the blood moon eclipse in
Okay,
May of 22.
okay. We'll let you make comments on this.
Yeah, that was quite a biblical moment for me. I was going to pick up my daughter, and it's like I think around 8, 9 o'clock at night, and you could literally see everyone outside of their house on the street just pause, looking up in awe because it was like nothing I'd ever seen before. And I've seen a lot of, you know, anomalies in the sky. I'm that kind of lady who will wake up at 3 a.m. to see a blood moon eclipse and things along those lines. And it was just incredible. The video, I mean, the video and pictures don't do it justice, but the video is the closest thing you could see. It just looked like this weird dark ball in the sky that it really is hard to describe, but
It's
there's
meant to get
video
your attention,
that
isn't it?
I've been able to see. Huh?
I said it's definitely meant to get your attention as a sign.
Oh, definitely.
Hmm. Just looking through a few more.
This
Is that
is
one of yours? Oh, that's one of yours
yeah,
too.
this is the sun. I can't remember exactly what day I took that picture, but I had never seen the sun look like that. I mean, it looked like a glowing neon ball in the sky. Like
Did you
I
alter this? Did you alter this photo at all to bring out any colors or anything? This is it.
Nope, this is it. There's
Oh,
a few more of those pictures. It's pretty. It was definitely something I needed to document.
when was this taken? Approximately, you recall?
Like I said, I don't know exactly when I took that. I'd have to look
Okay,
um, at the date, but
yeah,
it was a little while ago.
that's an amazing photo. So when y'all guys catch these kind of photos like this, please come to your website, the people's website, TheSupernatural.Show. Come here and you upload them on the website, and we're going to be showing all these as they're coming in. This is your show, So we're trying to include you as every way as possible. So let's see what else we got here. Here's another one, and one more. Or am I just going backwards and forth in between the same two? I think it might be. Okay, let me look over here. Come down, come down, come down. Okay. All right, let's back up and go over and take a look at another section. Um, Let me show you this one. This is called Daniel's Eyes Insider album. This is an album where I'm uploading things as I'm doing research and I take screenshots and do all that kind of stuff. What I will do is there's something I'm looking at and interested in that I've saved, and it may or may not make it into a video, but I'm including it on here. Like, for instance, let's look at these Mountain Dew boxes and cans. Um, let's just start with this one. This is the imagery that is on some Mountain Dew boxes and cans. As you can see, it's like an image of space, as they call it, and it's got some, looks like some green legs of a monster or something, and a green planet, and all kind of weird stuff going on, and maybe a moon and different things like that. Let's look at some bigger images. Okay, here you have, this is, they called it Mountain Dew Pitch Black. And you've got this thing back here that looks real scary in the background. Some eyes. And these green meteors or comets or something are coming forward out of it. And let's look at the other side. Oh, this is the box. You can see that there is there's a lot of symbolism on here. You have what looks like a whirlwind or a something like that, and you've got a looks like a big rock slamming into something as well, and it says DTD right down here. It looks like with some claw marks dragging off up from it. Um, and here is that kind of that image with those eyes again. And if you look right down here, you have something that looks like a comet right here in this area that's streaking through. Looks like almost, yeah, really strange looking. And up here they have something that looks like a beach ball. And these guys love having fun with their symbolism. So yeah, these are. Oh, and it says limited time only. Here's another image of it, and then various other photos. Like 2023 happens to be the year of the rabbit. September 23rd is the day of the white rabbit in the United States. 2023 is the year of the black rabbit in Asia, like in China and Korea, in those areas. I find that quite interesting. What am I doing now? Okay, I'm keep going. And other things that's got information in it that I found interesting for various reasons. A lot of things here to check out. Like here's a screenshot that I took of Russian Poseidon intercontinental nuclear armed undersea autonomous torpedo demystified. Yeah, okay. They call it the Tsunami Maker. And this is just an image of one of their submarines, and then the image of the Tsunami Maker torpedo that has a nuclear weapon on it. And they call it the Canyon, Kanyon, kind of like the canyon called Babylon Canyon that's up right off the coast of New York City. Yeah, Babylon Canyon. And they got a nuclear weapon called, they named it, says in 2010, a Canyon test round, which is referring to the that weapon, and other information as well. And I also saved this here, and some of you might be watching this and don't understand what I'm talking about. If you are, you I mean, if you don't understand this, you really need to go over to my other channel and watch the most recent decode videos that I have on there. It's called Logic Before Authority, because that is where I more openly explain these things that you might be looking at. Like this is talking about the different countries like China and Russia and North Korea and the different ground launched nuclear war systems they have and sea launched war systems. And they show those as shark fins with the missiles sticking out of them going up or out, meaning underwater. Yeah, they've got them all shown as shark fins. Very interesting. Let's see here. And there's a bunch more in here. So you guys go, and that's the area, like I said, that I've dubbed the Daniel's Eyes Insider album, and I'll be uploading more content to there from my research on a regular basis. And then I wanted to take a look at this area too. There's some others, but I'm just going to show this one and then we're going to move on. This is, some of this is imagery that I uploaded. Most of it is actually. And this was recently an image of a torus forming, trying to gain strength, meaning a whirlwind, a swirl, a hurricane, a typhoon, trying to form down in the Gulf just off of Florida. This was from this season. Looks like back on June the 1st. Yeah. And this is an image. I'm trying to remember where this came from. I'm not sure. But you can see why it probably caught my eye, but I'm not sure. Here's another weather phenomenon one. The reason why I'm recording these and kind of watching them, I'm actually recording videos of the weather every day. I'm just not uploading them yet. Um, is because of my suspicion of they may back when if you go back to the movie The Day After Tomorrow. I'm sure you remember that movie, Shannon.
Yes, I do.
And what they said was, and there was a book that was written that the movie was based on called. Yeah, thank y'all guys for the thumbs up. Looks like might be coming in from Facebook actually. Wow, I can't believe it. Somebody's actually watching this on Facebook. And yeah, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble right now. And we're going to increase that to about 5 or 10 locations, including even TikTok or whatever that thing's called. But anyways, the book that Art Bell wrote was called The Coming Global Superstorm. And the movie was then made that was called The Day After Tomorrow, which was 2 decades ago when the movie was released. And we're now in The Day After Tomorrow, 2 decades. And I'm watching these Tauruses. Um, Normally, these are storms that form and try to build up over the oceans, but now they're starting to form in the last year or two. They're starting to form over the land, and they're gaining great strength sometimes. We had one 2 years ago, I think it was. It was called a derecho, and that was basically a Taurus that was laying on its side and running across the land, and it tore up a huge area through the middle of the country. So basically, you're talking about land-based hurricanes. Is my suspicion of what's in our future. All right. And there's the Coming Global Superstorm book by Art Bell that I mentioned. And here are some examples of some um, supercell thunderstorms as well and how they look. They're in a toroidal movement. They'll be spinning as they're moving across the land. They'll be spinning. It's a torus. It's a whirlwind. The Bible talks about it. It says that God speaks out of the whirlwind. It's a point of creation. It's in the image of a point of creation, which is also in the image of the heaven and earth. And also, you have this image all over your body. If you're a female, you especially have this image all over your body, but males do too as well. And but yeah, just some different photos of the supercells forming. You can see the spinning motion of these things, how they work. And I just was sharing some of these images that I thought were interesting. And I put these in here because this is the eye of the storm or of the supercell itself, the eye, the rope that comes down. And one thing I learned that I didn't realize, but it helps explain some things that I found interesting, is that tornado or supercell thunderstorms, specifically the tornadoes, they create a negative gravity environment. They produce their own energy field, and that is the winds will destroy things, but what actually allows it to lift up these semis off the ground and throw them wherever or hold them up in the air for a long time is because the center of a storm, the point of creation, creates its own gravity environment. It cancels out the gravity of our world, WHIRLED, and creates its own gravitational field and allows levitation of semi trucks and houses. And like the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy was taken up into the eye of the point of creation, which is a gateway. And she was taken through the gateway into another realm. She was levitated. And yeah, they show it right in the movie. So, yeah. Any thoughts about this coming Sabbath, 9/23/23? Yeah, I would say I have a lot of thoughts. Um, you would want to go over to my other channel to see a lot of those thoughts. Logic before authority. I mean, that's all we're talking about, ain't it, Shannon?
At this point, yes, pretty much.
I'm actually interested in 9/22 and onward, but specifically 9/22 starting at noon, 9/23, and 9/24 ending at noon. 3 days. And those of you who go over to my other channel, Logic Before Authority, and watch the most recent videos, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about, and you will know, and you'll have a quite a clear vision shown to you of 9/23 and why it's so interesting and why so many people are talking about it. I make it pretty clear, and I'm still working on making the vision even clearer for all of you guys to be able to see. And you just got to go over there and check it out, you know. So let me keep going here. Black hole sun, won't you come? As they say, right?
Right.
It's I've come to discern and understand that when the two eyes are single, meaning like when the upper and lower low pressure systems that form a hurricane on top of each other, you have to have a lower low and an upper low. When they align and a strong storm is formed, like a Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane, and it creates that eye, it is, again, kind of like the Wizard of Oz and Dorothy going up, and it's a gateway, it's a point of creation. And when it comes to the sun and moon, when we see an eclipse and the sun and moon are there and they align and create this is a gateway to the heavens. And extreme supernatural things can happen in those moments. And I would say, myself as a seer, I would say that we're going to see in the near future when one of these eclipses happens. Maybe it's the one in the west here in October, or maybe it's the one in the. I gotta get some oil for that door. In the. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna put some cooking oil on it. I'm in a hotel, so I don't got no WD-40 or anything, but that's got to stop. Anyways, yeah, when the eyes become single, that is when you, yeah, it's there's a huge meaning there. And I realize that all of you have been taught throughout your life that the moon's a giant rock floating around in the sky, and that's all it is. It just happens to always face you, and it's just strange that all of the pock marks that's on it that are supposedly meteor strikes, all of them point straight at us. None of them are from the side or any angles. The moon is only hit directly coming from the earth. I can't figure out how that's possible that all the meteors come from here and hit that rock. And so, yeah, when they align and the eyes are single, special things, supernatural things happen. And so that's why I posted this kind of stuff. That was another tourist spinning up over Europe. There's the day after tomorrow poster with reminds me of that I Pet Goat thing. And yeah, so I post a lot of this kind of stuff all the time here. There is another full sun halo, which is the image that was claimed to be seen when Christ was resurrected. So you can see I posted a lot of stuff on here, and there's even more to take a look at. This one's actually very interesting. Both of these right here, I'll show them real quick, and then we're going to move on. This was over at, was it Switzerland or somebody's
Was
over there? Huh?
when
Norway?
was that when a certain person got his Nobel Peace Prize?
Yeah, I think, matter of fact, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they spun up a point of creation is what they did. I think they probably used a rocket or a missile of some kind um, to illuminate it like that. But if you've ever watched the video of this spinning up, it's creating a toroidal image, an image of heaven and earth, and it spins up and then shows you the pupil. And it's, yeah, they were putting on a big show for you with that. And then there's one more right here. It needs to be a little bigger, but some of these I actually capture on my cell phone, so they end up not being super great high resolution. But this was captured up north not too long ago, where you had this toroidal spinning image in the heavens, while the northern lights, the Emerald Tower lights, coming down from up north, the true north, not the north that they claim that you know about, but another north that is the center of all lands. I'm sure I sound like a complete lunatic to some people sometimes. All right, so let's go. Oh, let's look at this right here real quick, and then we'll move on. I just love this imagery and stuff. Did you know that in the center of an eye of a hurricane, there is actually a three-dimensional rotating cube that rotates in here? Normally, you can only see, if you get a good image, that it's a hexagon, it looks like, but the actual energy of it is three-dimensional. It's a three-dimensional hexagon rotating in the upper atmosphere of the eye of a hurricane, the eye of the Taurus, the point of creation. I think this probably has something to do with why these guys keep wanting to worship um, the cube. Yeah, we're
Also
gonna, we're
related
gonna,
to Saturn.
absolutely. Did you say Satan or Saturn?
Oh, I mean, what? Aren't they one and the same?
I don't know.
According to
I don't know. You tell me.
this.
So, guys, if you're not a member of the website, please go over there now and sign up. It's free, and it'll always be free for you. For pretty much like 95% of everything, I will always keep it free for you. You will be listed as a founding member, and you will never get charged to be a member of the website. Here, pretty soon, I'm going to start charging about $3. But right now, just get in there and get it done. The reason why I'm doing that is because, one, y'all guys are my people. And y'all guys are the ones that have supported my work over the years, kept me from being homeless, made sure I was taken care of. And so I do not want to charge you to be part of this. Now, as we grow later and newer people come in, yep, I'm going to charge $3. But right now, I say $3. It's probably going to be $3. But right now, I want to make sure all y'all guys have gotten the message and you set up your membership. Make sure to go in and edit your profile once you set up your membership, and put in all your social media links, anything you want people to know about, even your donation links where people can send you a gift. Because this website is not like normal other websites, guys. This is your website. I built it for you. Our Father in Heaven told me to build it. And I'm still working on it real hard right now. Okay. So now, today also we are going to do another giveaway where we're going to give away another 100 hearts on the website, which to me that means $50. Okay. And Shannon, you can't play today.
I know, right? I was just gonna say I'm not available, guys, to help out. You gotta do this.
She got the 50 points yesterday, and also I gave what was her name? It's slipping my mind now. Anyways, the other person, huh?
Was it Diane or Diana? I think.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. But anyways, if you will in the comments, if you will type in the comments, just type pound the supernatural dot show. Yeah, I'll show you here in just a second. There you go. Pound the supernatural dot show. No spaces. All one word. And don't forget the pound in the middle and the dot down there at the end before show. If you'll type that in, and it will. If you'll type that in, we're going to have a drawing here in a little bit, and you're going to be able to win those 50 points. And it also helps promoting the show. So I greatly appreciate it if y'all guys would help me out and let me help you out and continue to build our place, our website. Okay. So let's see here. What we're going to do next? I think
Yep.
Lacey, I see, is back.
Right.
And I had a little message for her. Lacey, you need to check your email because I set up a new place on the website, a new discussion group. I can show it real quick, as a matter of fact. Okay, let me grab it real quick.
Just so you know, that was Diana. Said I got it right. Yay.
Okay.
Yesterday. She's
Okay.
back. Hi, Diana.
I set up a group. Like I said, this is y'all guys' website, even though I'm doing the work right now, but y'all guys are doing work too by helping me, making comments, bringing in information, bringing in photos, doing research, you know. But I set up a group called I have to join my own group, called the Prayer and Assistance Group. Okay. And what you do is you come in here and you can request prayers on here. You can also request assistance. Like the other day, Lacey, who is a lady who is in a wheelchair that is homeless. She's in an electric wheelchair and she's homeless. And I'm hoping that some of y'all guys maybe can reach out to her and help her out in some way. And the way you're going to be able to do that, and Lacey, you need to make sure you've done what you need to do. For one, you need to go in this group if you have not already, and you need to explain your situation, and so that people can have the opportunity to help you. And you need to edit your profile on the website, your member profile, and make sure you have a way in there that somebody could send you $5 or something, or contact you, maybe an email or something, so that way people can have an opportunity to help you. She says she's in Evansville, Indiana. So, Lacey, please go on the website and take care of what I'm trying to do to not only help you, but create a space to help everyone that might need help or would like to have prayers, So here's where I created it. And then we have Lynn here. She says, please lift up prayers for my mother who is 88 and had a stroke. She is in a skilled nursing facility and has 10 more days free with medicine. Then we will have to come up with the funds to continue her recovery. She isn't able to eat solid foods, but can eat a little. Can't walk and has minimal movement on her left side and vision perspective issues. I just ask for prayers for our Father to heal her completely, if it's His will, or enough to come home comfortably to be with us with hospice care for help. Okay. I'm going to make sure that you understand that hospice is a death cult. They're coming there under the auspices of helping her. There may be things they can do to help, but the word comfort is the exact opposite of what they will do when they start talking comfort or comfort kit. They will kill her. They will help her die. They will suicide her. You need to be aware of this. I'm saying this because it's the God's truth, and I will say the truth. Let's say a prayer for Lynn's mother, who is 88 and had a stroke. Father, I come to you because you're always there. And I pray for you Please hear my words and hear the words that I've spoken and read out for you for Lynn's mother who's in a bad place. Father, I ask you to show Lynn and her mother your power because I'm one that knows how real your power is. I ask you to send an angel, Father, if it's your will. If you're ready to take her and she's going home with you, then so be it. But if it's something working against her and has hurt her, I ask you to send an angel. And take this off of this woman. Satan has done so many things and hurt so many people, and this woman's reaching out. And you asked me to build this website, Father, and I ask you to reach out and to help this woman. This ain't no game, and you know it, Father. I ain't doing this for money or any other reason. I'm doing it to help the people like you asked me to do, Father. I ask this in your name and in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Father. With that being said, Father, I know your will is what's most important, and I'll leave it to you, Father, because I'm just a simple man. But I've seen you in my life so much, and you've proved yourself over and over. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the angels you sent to me. I do your work knowing that you hear my words. We praise you, our Father. We love you. And we have the fear of God in our heart. Thank you, Father. We love you. And we love you too, Lynn. And we pray for your mother. God may send an angel to you today.
Praise Jesus.
Give me just 1 second, guys.
Whew. Sometimes the Holy Spirit really calls upon us to send prayers where they're needed, and it's very nice to have this platform so we can all pray for each other. These days are a little rough sometimes, and my mother has Parkinson's, and she's been battling these things for a while. She's only 63 years old, but we've debated on putting her on hospice. It's not something that we can do or want to do at this present time, but it is really hard to watch someone you love fading away, and I just wanted to send my prayers to you as well.
Thank you, Shannon. All right, guys, so we're going to try to keep going here. We've got some other things to try to accomplish. And yeah, so let's go ahead and give her our heart. And let's let her know to see the recent video if she's not here. And yeah. All right. And there's my image for the thing. That's my hand reaching out. Here we go. That's my hand reaching out. Doing what Father asked me to do. All right. So we need to go on and get to our story for today. It's going to be from Maria and Jose. And she has a really, really cool story that I'm excited to read to y'all guys. And remember, y'all guys can Send in your stories as well to be read here on the show. And I love reading y'all guys' stories. And I love broadcasting them out to the world for other people to learn from and gain something from and help build their faith. Because faith is all we need. Just a little bit is just enough. So you can submit your stories at TheSupernatural.Show, and I encourage you to do so. You don't even have to be a member to do that. So she titled this Nurse Rose. She says, well, I got a little thing here to. She says it was a 1990. It was 1993. Okay, it was 1993, and on a cold and stormy Friday evening, as I was leaving my best friend's pad. Her posh apartment was located on the outskirts of Philadelphia in Delaware County. I left around 11 p.m. despite her plea for me to stay until the morning because of the inclement weather. Being the stubborn knucklehead that I was, I marched on fearlessly. I trekked Route 100 and then Route 1 North. It began to rain heavily in different time intervals and then subsided. I do remember that I had a good sense to put my seatbelt on this time, as it was not my usual custom. As I was headed towards the Hunting Park / Broad Street exit, I passed the overhead bridge without noticing that it had been flooded, as it was unusually dark this evening. I hydroplaned over the water, crashed towards the car in front, and was hit a second time from the car in the back and hit the guardrail. I lost consciousness for a minute. My airbag had protruded or exploded. Not sure which she meant to say, but she wrote protruded. My airbag had protruded from my 1993 Geo Prism and knocked me out, dead center of my face. In a wink of an eye, my car was totaled. The windshield was shattered, and my bags were 15 feet in front outside the vehicle. I was still inside the car with my seatbelt on. Miraculously, I was able to take off the seatbelt and open the driver's side door, despite it being off place from the contact hits. I was able to walk out of the car that looked like an accordion front to back. All of a sudden, I see a young lady in a classic Pontiac step out of her car walking towards me. She was wearing a vintage nurse's hat and white nurse's uniform. She had blonde hair and the prettiest blue eyes. She had the sweetest calming voice and said to me that everything was going to be all right and to remember that her name was Nurse Rose. She also wrote on a piece of paper her phone number in case I needed her help for the insurance claim. All of a sudden, 3 or 4 husky men appeared out of nowhere as the street had been desolate. There was no one but Nurse Rose and I there, and we had no cell phones as they were not available yet. They began to pick up the debris from the crash and the items that had busted out of the car from the impacts. A few minutes later, a fire engine and rescue squad came to the scene. They were actually requesting the jaws of life because of the condition of the car. They were astounded when they saw that I had walked out of that kind of wreckage. My face and lips were swollen as the airbag in its protective impact compressed the layers of the skin on my face, trapping layers of blood that appeared like burn marks. I was taken I was taken to the hospital and treated for minor injuries. My face healed after 2 months. Now, I had not been saved at that time and was living in in the world recklessly in a love triangle with a married man. In fact, that evening I was headed to meet with him, as I usually was accustomed to. Well, that night went seriously wrong. After a week had passed by, I called Nurse Rose to ask her to write a letter of what she had witnessed of the accident. When the woman answered, she said she was Rose, but she was not the person that had been there at the accident on that Friday evening. In fact, her voice was the opposite of sweet. It was the voice of a very heavy smoker. I was taken back because now I began to wonder who was the woman that helped me that evening. I am convinced that God, in His infinite wisdom, grace, and mercy, sent His angels to help this knucklehead sinner. Here is a great, He is a great and merciful God, and is working behind the scenes, just working behind the scenes to get us on the path that He has planned for us. I repented of this life to my Lord Jesus a few years after, and have come to have a daily walk with the Lord since. He is the great love of my life. That is beautiful. Wow, Marie, that is so wonderful. And I know that um, there's another person that's maybe part of your life. His name is Jose, I think. And if I'm incorrect there, I apologize. But that is just so beautiful. And I've experienced that before. And that's why I have such great faith in knowing how easy and how fast our Father, He's right there. He's this far away. Can you see that? How close that is? See, you can't even tell it's a separation. It's because there is no separation. He's within you. He's within all of us. He saved Shannon before. He saved me many times because I was a bigger knucklehead than you, I promise. And so, yeah, all you have to do is just reach out to Him and say, Father, I know you're there. You've always been there. I've just been a knucklehead. And that's how you can talk to Father. He's not someone you can't talk to. You can talk to Him just like I do, just like if He was your father, because He is. And you have that opportunity any moment, at any time. And He's there waiting on you with His arms open. Sorry, guys. This is called a show, but it ain't no show. It's real. So, thank you, Maria and Jose, for sending that story. And that's their second story that's going to be included in the book. You say, what book? Well, let me show you. Okay, let me jump over to the website and let's go back to the home page. And let's look at more and go down to projects, members only. And if you come down here, it says members only access, which means you, because you're a member of the website. And you come down here and you can see it says project number 1, the Supernatural Show book. See, all the stories that y'all guys submit, I'm collecting in a book. And the book is actually this right here. This has got all the stories in it. Just right now we've got about 25 pages of supernatural stories with various images and stuff, and I'll be adding and improving more over time. But yeah, there's story after story after story after story in here that we have received so far, plus a few more I haven't added in here yet. But all you have to do in order to see that on the website after you join is just come here and you click that link right there. And then we'll open that up. I have it set up so you can view that book in action. It's a living work. And I'm proud to be able to do this with y'all guys and tell all this testimony to everyone in the world, show it to them, read it to them, and then put it in a book for all of you. So, yeah, so that's what you can do. There's also the supernatural data exploration, where I'm putting all the data from various observation studies we're doing into um, spreadsheets and other appropriate type things so we can mine out of that data information. I'm still working on getting that together. That link is not linked quite yet. And there's other things that we're always up to as well, and you'll see them on here, things that we've got coming and working on. But thank you very much, Maria and Jose, for submitting the story.
I
And
just wanted to make a quick little statement here. You know, normally we have absolutely wonderful people commenting and everything on our feed. But I just want to mention, if you're being a troublemaker, I will make sure that you aren't allowed to put your comments up there. So please remember the guidelines and the rules. Be kind. Try not to stir up trouble, because I'm gonna ban you. Just so you
yeah, looks like somebody got in a little bit of trouble.
know.
You
So
know,
other than that, everyone's been great, but there's sometimes just one little troublemaker. And
mhm.
we just needed to, I just wanted to make sure that you guys know I am monitoring. So
Yep, yep, exactly. And then we also have other moderators on YouTube and other platforms as well that are there watching too.
that's
So
right.
if you choose to come in here and represent the enemy, you ain't gonna be here long because we're not gonna listen to you. Now you can come in here and you can disagree with me and my thoughts, or Shannon's thoughts, or disagree with her. We have no problem with that because we don't know everything, and we're not locked meat into place saying that everything we say is right, or that we're always right or perfect or anything like that. Because God knows I ain't perfect. I've been a sinner my whole life. I'm still sin, and it's just something that there is no perfect man or woman walking on this earth.
That's
So,
right.
so yeah, when you do come in here, and if you're gonna represent the enemy, you're not gonna be welcomed. And if I catch you on the website doing anything like that, I'm gonna ban you for life. And that's reminds me of my father saying, "I never knew you." And so yeah, so guys, I know 99.99.99 of y'all guys would never do anything like that, but we get it every once in a while. I
Sure.
used to get it. I used to get it really bad years ago, but you know, it's a trip. People like that need prayers. So maybe when we ban somebody, we should say a little prayer. So Patrick Divine Intervention was banned. So Father, I pray that you are able to show him the error of his ways, so that he will understand one day why he was banned and his comments were removed from the show. And there's that. Um, yeah, so we got basically about everything done, guys. We're trying to keep it to about an hour today because I'm really tired, and from the researching and building the website and communicating with y'all guys. You guys don't even have a clue how much is going on behind the scenes right now, but well, you have a clue, but trust me, I'm busy nonstop, and Shannon is too. And then we have to try to have a life somehow a little bit, but for the most part, honestly, this is our life. You know, this is not a show. This is real. We just named it that way in order to deal with the algorithms on YouTube and stuff, so that way we could get away with presenting what we do in an artistic manner as a show, so that we're allowed to be able to talk about things and show things and discuss things that you would not otherwise be able to do as a YouTube creator. You know, gotta use the noodle.
Mhm.
So yeah, anything else supernatural going on, Shannon?
Well, I know we got to pick our supernatural winner today.
If we have anybody that actually types that in the comments, I mean, apparently nobody wants
Oh,
any
hey
free
guys.
points.
Hashtag the supernatural or natural.show. Tongue tied.
Yeah, all you got to do is just type that in the comments. Pound. If we're live, if it ain't gonna work if we're not still live.
Right.
But I see just on YouTube there's 30 of you in here at the moment, and I know there's some on Facebook, and I know there's some on Rumble. So if you type in pound the supernatural.show in the next moment here or two, um, I
100
will
hearts, guys.
I will put some points in the system for you on the website, which you will find a
Yes,
value to coming here in the near future.
yes, you can play. You can totally try.
Diana, you can absolutely play. This is a new day.
Yep.
Type it in, Diana. Come on. Nobody else ain't gonna do it. How about you, Southern Life?
I see remote viewers back too.
Yeah, how about you, remote viewer, Scott? But give me a pound the supernatural.show, all one word, and we're gonna do the drawing or end the show here in just a moment. So just trying to give it a second because I know sometimes because this is live, there's people that ain't even heard what we're talking about right now. There tends to a lag will build up and various things, and they can be 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes behind us, and we're saying do it, and then when they finally hear it, they're trying to do it, and the show's not live anymore. Aha! Diana's back.
Oh, it's um where is she? My Southern Life. She put it in, she says, but maybe we didn't put it in. Did you put it all in one word
Can
without
you
any
do it?
spaces?
Please do it again, my Southern Life, and do it exactly like pound the supernatural.show. And don't put any spaces in there. If you do anything wrong, it don't pick it up. You don't have to worry about the capitalization.
Yeah, I
But
had to do it twice too because sometimes it'll like auto correct and try to put in a space, and you're like, no. Oh.
y'all love 888 says they're late to the show. We're doing the drawing right now. So if you'll type in the comments, pound the supernatural.show, all one word, you can get included in the drawing. And basically, I'm giving away $50 worth of value on the website, which is 100 points. And you might go on there now and say, what am I going to use this for? They're going to gang up over time. And there's going to be more things to be able to use for here in the near future. So
Just like
that,
those classes that we mentioned, right? The symbolism classes and stuff, those can be counted in for
yeah,
those.
yeah, you can get if you can get 100 points, which ain't hard, and there's people already got it on the website because you get points or hearts actually because of things you do, like going on the website, signing up for the website, submitting a story, uh, coming on here and participating in the show. And then when I offer symbolism classes, a 2-hour class, you can sign up for it. And if you're the only person that signs up and you're using your points, you use 100 points and you get the $50 class for free, bam. It's that simple. Because I value y'all guys participating more than anything else. So I'm making a way for y'all guys that are participating to get everything for free, really. Because money's not the object here. It's to get the people involved and participating and things like that. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and let me see. Hopefully this don't mess it up. Oh, great. Oh, no. Maybe I did mess it up. Oh, Lord. I think I did mess it up. So, Diana, you won again. I'll go on your I'll go on your site, on your profile, and go ahead and pop those 100 points in there because I'm familiar with your profile. So I'm gonna go take care of that right now on my phone here. So, but guys, we sure appreciate you being here today. Tracy says I've typed it in 5 times and it's not working. Where is the 5 times at? I don't see it in the comments, Tracy. I do not see your comments other than you talking about various things. Like right here, you said I've done it 3 times, but it's not showing. So
Yeah.
are y'all guys telling me that you're typing in pound the supernatural.show and it's not showing up in the comments? It won't submit it. Is that what's going on here? Is this why nobody's doing it?
Hmm.
But
Well,
Diana's and Shannon showed up.
that's weird.
Oh, okay. We might have something working against us here somehow.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
Remote
I upset the
remote
the
viewer.
bad people.
It's got remote viewer and my Southern Life that has done it as well, and Tracy and Diana, and they won't post.
Hmm.
Holy smokes! I got to. We'll have to work on that, guys. We'll have to work on that.
Maybe we can do 2 in one day to make up for when we get it figured out, if that's even
Yeah. So
possible.
I apologize, guys. That is. Remote viewer says that YouTube's messing with the comments today. Absolutely. Here's where let's see here. Yeah, they're evil, as you say, and yes, they are. Unfortunately, but we're using their weapons against them today.
Yeah, it seems like we got a lot of people who did it and it didn't go through. That's really
This
bizarre.
person says. This person says 1985 Seeker says works for me, folks.
I don't
Well, how
see.
come I ain't seeing
Yeah.
it in the comments here? I have a thing that's running right here beside me, and I can see all the comments, but I'm not seeing almost no one typing that, pound the supernatural.show. I'm not seeing it, and it's not showing. It wasn't showing up on my giveaway tool thing here that you're looking at. It wasn't showing up. So I'll have to do a little work and try to figure that out, and we'll try it again next show. But for this show, oh Lord, Liar Identifier did it too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is going on? Obviously, there's a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll have to figure that
so
out.
we'll work on it, guys. And the next time when we do a show, we'll do a couple of them. But I will keep my word when it comes to what I said about Diana, and I will go ahead and give you another 100 points. Believe it or not, you're gonna wish you had them one day because I'm gonna turn that website into an incredible tool for the people.
Amen.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Shannon's got to go to the store, and I've got to take a break.
Must
So,
feed the children.
say what?
Said must feed the children.
Must feed the children. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. And yeah, and I'm getting hungry too. So, all right. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. The website's growing great. Y'all guys are doing awesome. Lots of conversations going on. I'm just really proud of everybody. All of y'all guys. I'm proud of Shannon. I'm proud of Scott. I'm proud of all y'all guys. So, and our Father in heaven, more importantly, is He sees what we're doing. You think He don't know what we're doing and what we're up to and the kind of truth we're telling, the things we're showing people and educating them about, warning them about? He knows. Absolutely. So, with that
Please,
being said, go ahead, Shannon.
please like, subscribe, share. Come on back for our next show. Keep watching out for those notifications. I know we haven't been consistent necessarily, but we're trying. And if we don't have a show tomorrow, we'll definitely have one Wednesday at some point. It's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Well, we're planning on one Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at around this late afternoon time, and then sometimes on Saturday and sometimes on Sunday is basically what we're trying to do. But things happen sometimes. You know, we're just a small team of people here, and y'all guys are a part of that small team of people. So we love you. Our Father loves you, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
yep, when we'll find out when the supernatural is going on.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we will. That's what we're learning. We want to know the truth. All right. Bye, guys.